songs.
Yeah.
You were writing music.
Yeah.
And what made you want to go from writing to, hey, I'm out here.
Well,
this is me.
I always
Welcome.
wanted to, and I always felt the fire in me. And my dad said never, I don't know how he said it, but it was like, don't have to rely on people to make your dreams come true. So I started learning production, and I was producing these albums in my room and like a little beast, and no one's ever seen like a 16-year-old girl doing that at the time. And so I would walk into sessions like as a freak. They were like, oh, you're scary. And I'd be like, can you move over so I can finish the song? And
this is when you were like 16, 17?
Yeah, 16, 17. I was like officially signed by a country publicist. And I was
Country?
Yeah, random. Because I did these songwriting conventions like you submit your songs and then people judge you.
Okay.
And you hopefully get signed at one of these places. And my second year I got signed. I was like,
Wow.
I made it. I'm not going to college. Like that was I win. And so they would send me to LA weeks at a time, and I would write with all these random strangers. And I kept writing and writing, and eventually I wrote All About That Bass. And 9 months after writing that song, like it was floating out and nobody cut it. No one could cut it because it's so specific. And then L.A. Reid heard it at Epic Records and was like, well, who's singing the song? Just go get her. And then they met me, and I had like a backwards hat on. I was like, hello, Meghan Trainor. I'm a little songwriter. I don't know. And I've just been holding on for dear life ever since.
I'm all about that bass. That bass.
Like
no trouble.
My audition for my record deal was me with a ukulele. Like the night before, I was like, I only have a uke. I don't do tracks. I don't know. And they're like, that's fine.
They
and
loved
I
it.
Went in, was like, I'm a songwriter, and played it on the ukulele. And they were like, yeah. Well, L.A. Reid. Everyone else was like, what is this?
But L.A. got into it.
L.A. was like, shoo, up, up, shoo. And I was like, okay, he likes it. That's fine.
Was this a dream?
Yeah.
This was a dream.
And people warned me. They're like, heads up, he's going to bring in a lot of people in the audition room. And he didn't. He brought in like 12 people. And I said, is this it? And he goes, oh, you want a show? He's like, hold up. And then he brings in 40 people. And I was like, shut your mouth, Meghan. What are you doing?
And you're like, shut up, little girl.
Shut up, you little girl. Like, then I was like, gulp, here we go. And
Did you write that song in the expectation, knowing that it was going to be this huge body positive change?
like, all I remember is when I wrote it with Kevin Kadish, who's like a dad. He's like, like I just met this guy. It's like a blind date every time you write a song with, you're making magic with a stranger.
Right.
So I was like, nice to meet you. What's up? And I was like, we both grew up chubby. And I was like, okay, we can relate about that. Aww. And we were just laughing while writing the song. Like, no one's going to hear it. No one's going to be willing to cut it. And I was like, screw it, I'll sing it. And I went in there and put on the sassy soulfulness that I grew up like loving.
Which is also Meghan Trainor.
But now it's
Yes.
like now it's everyone's like, oh, Meghan Trainor, which is crazy. But I sang it. He put no autotune on it. It was very raw. We left like, you like it? I like it. Okay. And that was that.
That's amazing that you can just like walk into a studio, not know somebody, have a connection, and then boom.
45 minutes later.
I mean,
that's it.
This is what put you on the map.
Yeah.
Did you know that you were going to be this kind of like this darling for America about body confidence? I mean, seriously, because I think there's so many young girls who looked up to you and said, oh, she's got a bass. And we're not talking about the we're talking about you got junk in the trunk.
I got it from my mama.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't even know that until I was like like people were taking pictures of me everywhere. I was like, well, damn. Like,
you didn't know you had body yaddy?
I didn't know I had curve. Like, my waist goes in, thank the Lord. And it's like shaped right. It's like all the right junk in all the right places. I was like, but I had no idea any of this was going to happen. I didn't know. When it first started blowing up, I got a lot of hate first.
Right.
Of like the
you got a lot of
bitches
backlash.
Line.
What was that like?
Scary. I was
is.
Oh no. I
didn't mean it.
I didn't want this. I wanted maybe, like, I got 20,000 views on the video, and I was like, that's cool. And if I get dropped, great. At least I did it, and I tried. And I was, like, pumped that I just signed a record deal. So when it blew up, I was like, uh-oh, hold on. Like, what's going to happen now? And then I've just been, like, literally running with it, like, holding on for dear life. Like, we're still here?
Have you had trouble with your body ever, or have you always just been confident?
I mean, no.
Well, because you just said like you came out and you were like, oh, I didn't know I was so curvy.
Yeah, I always grew up on the chubbier side. Like my brothers and I, we all did. And then my older brother just shot up in 6th grade and became
And now he's like a string
perfect.
bean.
Yeah. And now like everyone's like, ooh, hot brother. Like that's what I'm known for now sometimes when at the Christian show. They're like, who's the hot brother?
Oh, you had him there?
Oh, yeah.
Dang, I missed him.
Oh, yeah.
You can DM him to me.
Yeah. But,
I like a hot man.
Yeah, he cute. But
Justin
I'm his
understands.
wingman. Yeah, he'll get it.
Yeah.
No, I wrote that song like I wish I was hearing stuff like this on the radio. And like I knew it would never, I thought it would never work because that people don't sing about that stuff. People are just hot and like pop stars are hot and beautiful. And I was like, well, I'll never look as good as Rihanna, you know? I'll never, no matter how, I always told my dad, like, don't worry, because I'll be 26 and I'll be the biggest songwriter and then I'll figure out how to fix my body and lose weight and look like a pop star and then I'll do it. And so for the fact that L.A. Reid was like, you look perfect and you are perfect and this song is perfect, I was like, I am? And then like I started learning that years and years of singing this song to people and seeing their reactions and hearing their stories. I was like, me too. Like it was my therapy.
I just got chills because to have somebody tell you that you're perfect when for so long we've had to fit into society, into the norm, and here you are, you're like, I am me. Has it been difficult for you having the backlash of the skinny girl comment? You know, and there's so many comments like this in music now because you just want to be yourself. But do you feel pressure now writing, thinking about those comments? Or do you just say like, you know what, this is me and I am who I am?
Yeah, I'm so sensitive, dude. I'm so soft. Anytime like people freak out on Twitter, I crawl in a hole. And I used to not be on Twitter. Like I used to have my mom tweet for me or help me out. And like recently I've been going on it and like really engaging with my fans.
Twitter gives me anxiety.
And then I went into dark holes and was like, how do people deal with this? How do people survive this? People are really strong. And I always put on this strong look of like, no one can hurt me. But oh my God, comments hurt. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I think I am. I mean, even in interviews, I'm like, don't say anything, you know?
Right.
Like,
it makes you
you'll
just
get
a
ripped
little bit more
apart.
cautious.
Or, yeah. And especially songwriting, I'm like, I want to help everyone and I don't want to upset anyone. And that's like, if I'm reaching all these people, that's what I want in the first place. So I'm thinking extra hard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I understand that sentiment.
Yeah.